guys, Lucas here from Cat Brownies Gaming, and we are playing Heart Gold Nuzlocke. I am currently on the second bug season.
Hey, what are you doing
What are
here?
you do? What are you?
This is hey.
Hey,
This is ours.
My
Hey,
Nuzlocke!
yo, what are you?
God
I'm taking
dang
this.
it.
No.
Welcome to episode 10, guys. My Heart Gold
Alright.
Nuzlocke.
Alright, welcome. So, hello everyone, welcome to the Safe State Podcast. Like we said, episode 10, before the intro played out. Are we gonna put Lucas? Oh, we should do that like at the end of the intro. It's like a special guest, Lucas.
We can, yeah, we
Lucas.
should do that.
I almost said your last name. I was like, Lucas
Baloney!
Lucas.
Baloney. No, we should do like a little graphic for that. That'd be cute.
Put that on the
I still have
wiki
the
page.
editing. I can do it.
You should do that. That'd
Yeah.
be fun.
I can
Put
send
that
you
on the
guys.
wiki page, guys. Lucas Baloney. That's my
We don't
last
have
name.
a wiki.
Lucas.
We don't even have a
Wiki.
fandom.
We're gonna have one after this.
We don't even have a fandom, my boy.
Not yet.
But no, so they kind of celebrate in 10 episodes, and it's saying, I don't know if we've talked about this on the podcast, but we wanted to get a guest episode in for episode 10, and hopefully we'll do more of these, especially if y'all like them.
Mm-hmm.
But we bought a good friend of the channel, so I'm used to, I'm in Joey 64
Our
mode.
good friend in general, but
General.
also of the channel.
Well,
A
no,
good friend of the channel.
when we
yes.
do stuff on Joey 64, that's how I introduce y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but this isn't.
I've
This
never
isn't
met.
Joey 64.
It's fine. His head covers.
Oh, it does.
Yeah.
You cannot move your head.
Okay. I've never met either of these people in my life. They grabbed me off the street and said, "Hey, do you want to be a part of something special, kiddo?"
Yep.
Yeah, thank you for coming out on the show. I truly appreciate
Good to
it.
see you.
Yeah,
Yes, of
thank
course,
you.
of course. I made time
Yep.
out of my busy schedule. I've been playing CK3
Joey, grab his
on my
wallet.
computer. No, my phone.
His wallet's over
I
there.
was about to say my
Yeah,
phone.
no, it's
My
fine.
wallet is on the, as well as my lav mic is on the other side of the room. They called me too loud before we started recording.
You don't have a mic. We have a mic.
I know.
And
You're coasting off of ours.
You're coasting off of ours. Even whenever you talk, it's still going
It's
peeking
still
up more.
It's
Yeah.
okay. It's
Um,
not too bad.
No, it's
I'm projecting for the back row.
what for my Splatoon amiibo?
Yes, I need the
Um,
Splatoon girls to hear me.
Idols. Not cool.
Idols.
What is
Idol.
that? Is that a
What do you mean? Who is that?
no? The one in between them.
Big man.
Big man?
I don't know.
Which
Big
Are
man.
you talking about the Manta way? The guy who's the tallest one,
I think
the big gray one.
no, not the big gray one. In between the two.
Use
no,
your-
no, the
Use your words.
I don't know where.
I go from left to right.
Left umbrella.
It's that's Marie in a
Yep.
different costume. Then you have Fry.
Who
More.
was Fry?
That's from 3. That's from Big Cut. It's Fry.
Oh,
Deep cut.
Or Deep Cut. Not Fry. Fry Cut.
from long cut.
That's what this episode's about to be. But no. So to
Mark.
get us started, and I guess so the audience knows who you are. If they haven't seen you before.
I did kind of
Who
hit
are
my
you?
Let's Play before this.
Yeah, who
didn't I?
are you?
Oh, you know what? Give us.
Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah.
Tell us your name. Tell us what school you went to.
Tell
Tell
us-
us your favorite color.
Tell
Don't
us
tell
your favorite.
My favorite color.
Yeah, you can tell us your favorite color.
Tell us name. I don't know, like some hobby or whatever, and then favorite video game series.
Yeah, let's break the
Oh, okay. So name's Lucas Baloney, from Cat Brownies Gaming, as I introduced earlier. I didn't start recording for Cat Brownies. Okay, I digress.
Yeah.
And favorite color, I got 2. I've got PMS 266, which is a deep purple color, and I've got Cherry Blossom Pink. And then what were the other questions you asked me? What
Dude.
school I went to?
No,
No,
I went to.
favorite video game series. That's the question I asked you.
I'm a local actor in my area that I frequent.
That is not the question I asked.
Um,
That's not, like cool.
and I do charcoal making on the side. And I think my favorite video game series is that's a toughie. Because there's two. There's two I always grew up with, which was Uncharted
Uh huh.
and Zelda.
Want to flip a coin on it?
How about this?
I
If
think-
you had from one of those series, if you had to go on like a coffee date with one character from either of those series, who would you go with?
Ganondorf from Tears of the Kingdom.
No.
That's the right answer.
Have you
Dude,
seen
Matt Mercer?
Oh, that's true. I think it would be Mipha from Breath of the Wild. As much as I have conflicted
Tell me how
feelings
you
about-
really feel.
Okay. As much as I have conflicted feelings about about Breath of the
So-
Wild, but Mipha from Breath of the Wild.
You
Okay.
just think you'd have some nice conversation?
Yeah, I think we'd have a nice conversation. Plus,
Yeah.
I think we'd have a nice conversation.
Yeah. I feel like if I was gonna have tea with any video game character, it would be Eevee.
What evolution, Joey?
That's Eevee.
No, just Eevee.
Yeah, but
Eevee's
if you
my-
were to choose one of the evolutions, which evolution?
It's not fair because
We don't need. We can't
It's
do this on
always
the.
been my favorite.
You gotta say it, Joey.
Vaporeon.
It's Vaporeon.
It's
We know.
okay. We're at 5 minutes.
Vaporeon, legitimately, Vaporeon's always been my favorite evolution.
That's fair though.
Well, it's
Vaporeon
just like
used to be
the
mine.
Alpharad clip.
Yeah, yeah.
You know.
Vaporeon, Isabelle, Gardevoir,
See, literally, you know,
Lopunny,
you know who was some of my other top favorite Pokemon?
all of those.
Gardevoir, Lopunny. Like Isabel's my favorite Animal Crossing character.
Mhm. My favorite evolution, Sylveon. I just love.
I
Sylveon.
also love
Oh, Sylveon.
Sylveon.
So
Sylveon
for
for
me,
life.
it's Vaporeon for top face. Vaporeon.
Fair.
I always flip flop between Glaceon and
Acid armor.
Leafeon, but I'm probably Leafeon,
Leafeon's really good.
and then Sylveon.
yeah, those are pretty good.
Because I have Kalos bases.
I love. That's real.
Bias,
Kalos
not
is
bases.
based.
Kalos.
It is
Kalos is
based.
based.
It's
Based.
the best generation
I
before Paldean.
Unova was the okay.
Personally, I love Alola.
I'm
You're the real outcast here.
Yeah, I know.
that's Unova or Alola was good. I think Unova. If I were to go based on quality, Unova, Kalos, Alola.
You're gonna put the unfinished game in front of Alola?
Kalos?
It's finished now.
Kalos was finished, wasn't it? I played it when I
It
was
was-
little.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you said
Lucas, it is-
Paldea.
It is very unbalanced and very
Okay, but
much.
Think
not
about this.
finished.
No. Think about
It's
hey,
finished
hey,
in the smack.
Remember how Pokemon XYZ ended with Serena and Ash, and that makes it number one.
Or the
that
fact
is
that
that
makes it-
fair.
that's
Zygarde
that's-
Kenny isn't even in the game,
Oh, he isn't.
Lucas.
But he has a sick design.
That's what
But
I'm
he's in
saying,
the
like-
new Kalos.
Yes. No,
That's true.
this is the
Why are we
retribution.
getting Zod?
And then Paldea's on. Okay. Out of the ones we've listed, Paldea goes on the bottom. Out of all of them,
It's number 9.
we can all agree.
Wait, which one? You don't think Paldea
Gen
is the
2
worst
was
one?
just okay.
No, I wasn't gonna say that.
Wait, do you not think Paldea is the worst one?
No, I don't.
Wait,
Actually,
out of
Oh,
curiosity,
are you about to say Kanto is overrated?
no,
Oh.
no. Kanto's baller.
Kanto is baller, but
I'm
it's a little
surprised
overrated.
none of you really. Oh, Joey liked this game. That's why.
like at this point, we've
Are
only
you about to diss Gen
at this
3?
po-
No, I'm trying to remember the name of the region. I
Sinnoh?
can't. Nope. It's so forgettable.
Okay, so you have it's Kanto.
Oh, you mean
Johto.
Sword and Shield.
Yes. Why can't I
Right.
remember?
Oh, I
the name?
hate Sword and Shield.
Oh, you do?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that's the
I
worst
thought it was
one.
alright.
He's the one who thinks it's all right.
Because, okay, listen. Sword and Shield
I
was
also-
made to be on the 3DS.
I will say I should give it another.
That's fair.
I should give it another shot.
You should.
That's
'Cause
true.
I played it when I was like, this is the first big like home console Pokemon game.
It should have
Oh.
been on the
And
3DS.
I never honestly I don't think it's bad. I think it's just okay.
Yeah.
But I was just like, well, I got to that first open area and I was like, this is actually kind of cool. The moment I got out of that, that's why I turned off the game
Mhm.
because I was like, I just want to stay there.
I think that's fair. I think all of the Pokemon games are just okay or above. I think-
except for Scarlet. and
I don't
Violet.
think there are any bad Pokemon games.
I don't think there's any bad
No.
Pokemon games. I think that when it came out, Scarlet and Violet was bad. I think now that it's on the Switch 2, it's good. It's better. I
Yes.
say it's better. I don't say it's good. It's better.
Have you played the DLC? DLC's awesome.
I haven't. I really want to play the DLC.
I've heard the good
the
things.
stories, the story, the
Oh, it's
the
the best
things they
story.
made.
Best story.
No,
It's
a good
good.
story.
It's good.
I love
It's
Kaguya
really
story.
good.
But it doesn't beat Sun Moon.
You haven't
Okay,
played
you know
a lot
what?
of the
I can,
other
I
stories.
can agree with you on that. I haven't even played Sun and Moon. Sun and Moon has the best
Look,
story.
Sun and Moon
guys,
has a really good
You
story.
guys are missing out if
So
you
you
haven't
have the
played
blonde
Sun and Moon.
chick, the evil blonde chick who does like the
Lucina?
Dragon Ball.
Nope, Lucina's from Mario.
Lusamine.
What?
Lucina
It's called
is,
Fire Emblem.
is from Fire Emblem.
You think some of that anime's in Mario? Like, at least if you said Zelda, like I would have been a little
It's
concerned.
from,
but
it's from the comic book.
It's from the comic book.
yeah,
I
a
think,
comic book that never came out.
I
yes.
think Alola
No, it was
has
on
the
the
best story.
the Nintendo Power one.
Oh, I was thinking of the canceled Archie one.
Oh no.
Because they were going to go a bit more of a realistic style for that one.
Have you ever read that?
I have not. No.
I haven't
you
read
haven't
the
read-
Super Mario
you-
Adventures book.
Okay, interesting.
This is a really good. It's really
you
good.
showed me this. Actually,
Yeah.
I think. For our audio listeners, love you to death.
I don't think we have any audio listeners.
We don't, but
We're only on YouTube. One day we'll move to other
I
platforms.
love you, Ted Nivison.
You all right?
But I agree that Alola has the best story.
Mhm.
I think that Paldea has a really good story, and
That's-
that
I think Valdez has the best characters.
So-
I think game
I think
mechanics is
that's
Gen
true.
3 for me.
I think that's true.
What would you, what?
Gen 3 game
is
mechanics
3.
is based.
Not in terms of gimmick, but in terms of it. Like the games themselves
Like,
are
I
solid,
like Gen 3.
and like there's
Yeah.
nothing wrong with it.
Yes.
It works just as good. as
Gen
it
3
needs
was
to.
my first
think-
Pokemon generation.
Fair. I think Unova has that same thing where it's it's good.
That's
There's
the
nothing
one I've
wrong.
It's
never
solid.
played.
You
Solid
would
is the-
love
I
Unova.
have played. Like once they
I
make a
think you
remake
have.
of it, I'll check it out.
That's true. I really want to get a remake of Unova. But
I think gimmicky. I think Kalos did have the best
Well,
gimmick, which is Mega Evolution.
Yeah,
Mega
Unova
Evolution is
does
sick.
Mega
have the
Evolution is
best
awesome.
spin-off game.
which one?
It has the best spin-off game.
Unova?
Unova, yes.
Oh, because it's Pokemon Mystery Dungeons, right?
No. Pokepark 2, One Was Beyond.
Oh,
Get out of my
brother. Oh my gosh. Anyways,
Play it.
the problem with the
Play
Switch games is every Switch Pokemon game, and I'll say this, I'll put this on record.
Including Detective
All
Pikachu?
of the Switch, yes, all of the Switch Pokemon games look like dog water. They look like I.
What about
grabbed
Let's
it-
Go?
Let's go.
Let's Go is the best looking one. Actually, you're right. I forgot Let's Go was on the Switch because it actually looks good and is not.
Let's
a
Go and
half-baked
Brilliant
game.
Diamond have. I really like the art style of both of those.
Brilliant Diamond is good, but it goes
It's so cute.
it goes back to
cute.
the original design, and I
They're
like that.
They're like
I
little
think,
dolls.
I think it would
I
have
just want
gone
to grab them
over.
and it's like,
I think it would have
okay.
gone over a lot better. Anyways, hello DVR.
Yeah.
What? Nothing.
Don't worry. I'll tell you when you're.
I
Telling.
think it would have gone over a lot better if they went back. Hear me out. If they went back to the 2D sprites.
if they did that for the other
If-
ones.
If they did that for Brilliant Diamond,
yeah.
and Shiny
you know what I would love them to
Yes,
do?
I think the 2D sprites
Call
would
up
run better.
Nintendo's best friend Square Enix, like, yo, can we use that HD 2D engine?
Listen, make it
HD
look
2D?
good. Yes.
Have you seen the Dragon Quest remake?
Yes.
What is HD 2D?
It's basically
You know Octopath Traveler?
Oh, that would look
Yeah,
great.
HD 2D. Thank
that
you.
is the
Yes.
future of Pokemon. I feel like
Call up
doing
Square
remakes
Enix.
in that style.
They
would
did
be
the Mario
awesome.
RPG remake.
Yeah.
Nintendo has a relationship with them again.
Or if they did the more recent art style, but it's not 3D, it's just 2D.
Mhm.
Like if they went with the Paldea art style, but it was all 2D, that would look beautiful.
Open world Paper Mario. That's my first thought I got from that. Was
I don't think.
black characters in a 3-dimensional world.
I'm gonna be honest. I think Scarlet and Violet would be.
Oh, I thought you were about
better
to
game.
slander Paper Mario. You're like,
No.
1 second, I'm gonna be completely honest.
No,
Well, I am
I haven't played
curious. I am curious. Do you prefer 2D or 3D sprites?
Depends on the game.
That's so fair.
It depends on whatever game I'm
Because
playing.
that's a huge debate within the Pokemon community. Because I think you are right in that it is very dependent on like what Pokemon and what game.
Mhm.
But you have your pros and your cons no matter where
You
you
do.
go.
Yeah.
And I think that in a open world Pokemon game, it benefits from being 3D. But I think they need to work on their graphics if they're gonna do it 3D. I don't think they can keep getting away with this 5 frames per second.
Well, I've
hey,
like-
hey, it's 10 frames.
You're right. You're right.
as much as I hear you and I agree, I feel a lot better recently about the state of Pokemon because they have been taking their time more.
Agreed.
Yeah.
And it's like I applauded them a lot when in the more recent, like they haven't even
Hey, we didn't get a
wi-
game
made a
last
whisper.
year.
Yeah, they haven't even made
Yeah.
a whisper of like anything Gen 10.
No.
Yeah.
And I think
Which I
they're going.
appreciate.
No, I think they're going to do
Oh,
something really special.
Did y'all
think so,
see
too.
that they announced a Pokemon Presents? It's like a month ago, and it's
Yeah, and it's
coming out
like-
in like 2 months.
Yeah,
It's
they
like
announced
July.
it like I don't know, man.
They announced a Pokemon Presents like 2
announced
months
it
in
so
advance.
early.
They've done it like
That's just Nintendo, man.
well,
That's Pokemon
that's
Company.
No, that's
Yeah.
Nintendo.
They're
really-
even weirder.
Nintendo's just
Yeah.
kind of like here's some money. Like Nintendo just announced the Force Splatoon spinoff just on Twitter.
What?
Y'all didn't see
No,
Splatoon
No,
waivers?
I'm not on Twitter.
Well, it was on. I'm not on Twitter either, but that it got announced and then people top on YouTube.
Yeah,
But
I haven't seen it
No,
yet.
we'll get
Splatoon Raiders. What is it?
it looks like it's gonna be like almost like not a roguelike, but like a scavenger game, kind of like Ark or like WAF, kind of that kind of game.
Ooh,
But Splatoon,
that'll be really
survival?
cool.
yeah.
Really?
So,
That'll be cool.
It's because Deep Cut never got. They were in the story mode, but it was more focused on some other characters. It's Deep Cut, and the whole thing is they're people. The way they actually fund everything is they're like treasure hunters. They go off and like do like
Oh.
kind
I have
of
my phone to look this up.
Well,
no.
they do it after.
kind of like
I
we're in the
wanted
middle of
to talk on
something.
it.
You know,
I wanted to talk on it.
we didn't get a lot.
Okay,
It was but
that's cool though.
but
No, that
the
is
whole
cool.
thing is so like on this helicopter to go to. I forgot what the names of the islands are.
Mhm.
But then like all of a sudden like lightning strikes and you crash on there, and you're the plane driver that like what drove the plane. for them.
Nintendo the Forest.
yeah.
But you go and we really don't know much about it. We saw like a little bit of gameplay. It was mainly more cinematics. They didn't even give us a release date. I think it might. I do think it's gonna be the holiday game because we do not know the holiday game yet.
That would be
But
really
it's-
sick.
I think I'd be more excited about that than regular Splatoon.
Yeah,
Also,
I agree with you.
They just did a huge update for Splatoon 3 to go along with that announcement because they were like, it's update 10, and they're doing like it's like 40 new weapons. So bringing back like they're doing like this huge. Even though they did like the grand festival like a year ago.
They're probably also doing it for like
Well-
Switch.
Well,
Switch
we also
2.
have a Switch 2
Yeah.
edition now,
Yeah.
which is free.
Hey, hey,
But
it's free if you have.
no, this one's free.
Nintendo's-
Free.
Oh, okay,
It's free.
okay. I'm just saying the fact that you have to have Nintendo Switch Online for it
It's-
to be free is stupid.
It's
I will
called
s-
benefits.
Well,
It's
and
called dumb.
Lucas, at this
I
point,
paid $500 for that Switch too.
that's fair.
yeah.
Also, one last thought on
You know-
Paldea. It could have benefited from not being open world, and it would have been really great as a not open world, just regular Pokemon game.
Highly disagree.
I don't disagree.
Paldea is the Pokemon game I've always wanted.
Because what you talk about when you talk about how Breath of the Wild feeling empty, I feel that way about Scarlet and
Mhm.
Violet. I enjoy Scarlet and
Yeah.
Violet, and I enjoyed it, but aside from going to like the mission markers, like other than that, like traveling through the world doesn't really feel that fun.
No one interacts with you. The
Yeah.
way that the trainers used to go up to you and be like, "Hey, fight me," they just sit there and they stand and they
See,
act like nothing
I
is
was
going on.
I like that I always say in the old games like okay like maybe I just don't want to fight a trainer right now and there's this since you're on this linear path you just
You have
couldn't
no choice.
avoid them.
Fair, but with open world, you just go around.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's a point in open world's favor,
Yes, but
and I like that.
but
but if you
don't
wanna
get
do-
attacked by them anyway.
But if you want to do it, then you go and do it.
Except for sometimes I don't even see them because half the time they blend in with the environment.
Yeah.
No,
I know.
it's color.
I know. I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
No. Like, hey, switch to HDR. The colors are better and everything pops better.
Everything does
It
look.
does. It does.
better.
Look a
Breath
lot
of the
better.
Wild looks amazing.
I need to play the.
It's
I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna 100% master mode on Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom.
Which makes me upset.
Me and Thomas are going to do
That's
Play through,
stupid.
though.
That's so stupid that there's no master mode on Tears of the Kingdom.
I don't
know.
disagree.
Tears of the-
I
Those
know.
games are just not that good. I'll say it.
We'll not have another Zelda discussion. We just
I
had
won't.
one.
As long as the 11
Um,
minutes makes it in to the final cut.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Just,
Tell them how you really feel.
the new Zeldas are not that good, and the old Zeldas are way better. And I'm hoping that in the new Zelda that they make after Tears of the Kingdom, they go back to, or they either go back to the original format, or they make it in a way where
They
the
always-
open world
they already
doesn't
said
feel
that
empty.
There's
The
no
next-
more
the
Breath of the
next-
Wild type
They always,
games.
Well,
they always said the next game is going to be the next mainline game is going to be a new.
it's gonna be a new Zelda and Link.
No,
right?
no.
Well, it's gonna be a step in
It's going to be a new
direction.
gameplay.
Yes.
Gameplay.
Oh, okay.
They're going to be reinventing the wheel again.
That
Yes.
is good to hear.
Yeah.
Because I think that
They
I
said
think-
that years ago.
well, yes, but I thought they just meant they were switching from different Link and Zelda.
No, like
Like
as a
Spider-Man.
whole. Well, I feel like you need to come for you. You're getting a little spicy.
I was. I don't like those games. So it's like a whole new game direction.
Pretty
Yeah.
sure, yeah.
Okay, interesting.
We're also. It's not also like
We'll also
could be a movie tie-in.
Yo.
I
Did you see they
wouldn't
moved
like
the release date?
that.
They moved it.
They moved. They folded the Sonic 4.
Wait, they What do you
Dang.
mean they
Because
pulled
there's
it?
Zelda, Sonic 4, and bloody Angry Birds 3.
What?
We're all going to be on the same weekend in 2027. What? And so, well, no, Angry Birds 3 was going to be the week after. I still think Sega's going to move, because the Sega owns both Angry Birds and Sonic, so I feel like
Probably just moved the week before.
move Angry Birds like that'll just move like a month or two ahead.
Yeah.
But anyhow, Nintendo announced that they moved Zelda a month ahead, and it's and they said it's for production reasons. I'm sure that's probably what it actually is. Because honestly, like, like but I do believe there was definitely part of them was like, shoot, that's also Sonic 4. And now if this was the fourth Sonic movie, I'd be like, okay, Zelda would completely knock out the water.
Yeah.
But now that Sonic has a whole trilogy, and now we're going to a
Yeah.
fourth one, and also Sonic's like at the top of his popularity he has ever been. It's like
I gotta give it to that crew. They really do make those movies like
they are
better every
phenomenal,
time,
and they're so good.
which is very
I
rare.
need to see that
Well,
third
and
movie.
they are
You
so.
do. It was good.
That's what you want there.
Mhm.
I own it.
I
But
gotta get my Tails costume back.
you still something.
He still got it.
Yeah. But no, that and like just the way they interact with the community and like all the different events they do, and inviting creators out. If you want to invite me for Sonic 4,
Mhm.
If you're watching this podcast,
if you're Jeff Fowler, if you're one of
I
our
still
like,
think it's amazing that you
40
got invited to the Sonic 3.
I know.
That was crazy.
I have the poster to prove it. It's not in camera, but it's I have a lot of
For
stuff
our
to prove
audio
it.
listeners. It's in the background of not the camera.
For our non-4-dimensional viewers who can see the room.
Yeah. I
Uh,
hope they
for our
don't
ethereal
do-
listeners, love you.
I love you to death, our ethereal
No, I'm
listeners.
very Sonic 4. I'm very excited because I think.
Yeah.
Do you know what Gyarados got revealed at the post credits, or do you care if I tell you?
I would care if you told me actually.
I thought-
The post credits
is
is actually
really
more
cool.
exciting
Okay.
than the actual movie
I won't go.
itself.
I won't go.
Well,
I hope
No,
it's
no,
not Metal Sonic. I hope it's the liquid guy.
So Chaos.
Yes.
That or you won't be. You might not be able to see him. He's above you. Up. Yeah, that guy.
Oh yeah, that guy.
Chaos. So I'm not going to say who it is. But I will say the ones that they revealed. There's actually multiple this time.
Oh,
but-
cool. Then it's Metal and Chaos.
But the ones that they did reveal, it was like, okay, there's a lot of potential to go with both of these characters. But also just what the groundwork they laid for Sonic 3 was the first movie where like they've been dabbling in the game stuff. They fully like this is I said it before it came out, but I was pretty sure this would be the closest to just a straight game adaptation we were going to get.
and it's pretty close.
It's pretty much an SA2 adaptation,
Dang.
but
That's gonna be cool.
they also like just the fact that Gerald is alive because he died.
and
years
in this
ago.
movie in general.
Yeah.
Oh boy, I hope they had the villain from Sonic Boom.
Why is Lyric?
Lyric?
Yes.
What? I'm shocked you even know about Lyric.
I watched the Alpharad video.
Oh,
Fair.
you common folk.
Yes,
The
I know common folk.
The common folk.
The GP, the
Normie.
general public.
Yeah.
GB.
I hope they don't do a Zelda movie tie-in with the new game.
They won't.
I
They
hope not.
Nintendo, because that's so when Nintendo does the Mario movie, they release because that's why we got Luigi's Mansion 2 HD, the Princess Peach Showtime, and the Mario game that came out on Mario Wonder all that year because they were wide. They released games that would stay on their own without the movie, but like Luigi was a big part of them. Luigi, Peach, and Mario in the Mario movie, like the three like bigger ones, probably outside of like Bowser
Or Donkey Kong.
or Donkey
Yeah.
Kong. But
Yeah.
even well, they had Donkey Kong Country HD come out
That is true.
that following January. So, but you had those all like they released 4 Mario series games in that year because you also had WarioWare,
Mhm.
and one of them being a new 2D Mario game. So they were really
God, I
wide.
hope
in
we
that.
get Danny DeVito as Wario.
I love it's not even going to be live action, but just like the voice. Like,
No, the
yeah.
voice. That's all I want.
I bet people always seen him as because he has.
He-
Wow.
Fair. He does have the Wario build.
But
In
no,
the
I am
best way. We love
so-
you, Danny.
We love you.
After what Sonic 3 gave us, though,
Please tease this video.
Yeah,
I feel
when
like
he's-
at this point,
He's the best viewer.
were there any licensed songs to Sonic 3? That one game, there was licensed stuff from the games and stuff, like Live and Lauren and that.
Spoilers! I already knew.
I
what the
think
word
the
was in it.
song that
Yeah.
Maria sings might be.
No, because that was a cover of it was Live and Lauren.
Maria's
Was it
in
Live and
there.
Lauren?
It was a motif of Live and
Oh,
Lauren.
okay.
She doesn't sing.
I thought she sang something, but no, I don't think so. Then
Because
She
even
Ellie
the
from The
horror
Last of
movie,
Us?
they made a horror movie.
there
For
might
that.
be one.
There's probably one.
I think there is one.
I'm
it's-
keeping it vague.
It's
It's more of a fun reference if anything. But,
it's not important.
But instead of them getting like
It's
like an actual like old like Frankenstein movie, they made one to put in this as like to do a reference to the games. I won't get too into, but
Mhm.
yeah.
Okay, cool.
But they're really like fully and like if there was a licensed song, like it worked. It's probably kind of like in the Mario movie, we had No Sleep for Brooklyn, which I feel like worked really well in that movie.
That one did.
Like that one also has history with the Mario. series.
Yes,
Like,
that one is okay.
That one I was like
That's not the one I don't like.
that. Yeah, there's the one that they.
I don't remember what songs were in the Mario movie.
Take on me in the Donkey
Oh.
Kong section. The only reason that makes me more mad is because they had a
song.
track
They
that fits so much better. I've seen I think
But apparently, just in general, they fought really hard to have the amount of licensed songs they had, like to be that minimal.
yeah,
And
Let's just do a Donkey Kong song.
they
it's not-
wanted to.
They wanted.
They made a composer,
They made one.
but executive. Like
They were like they
But that's
wanted to
the point
input
I'm getting
like
with
the
the
random
Sonic
80s
movies
pop
is
music because it was
they,
popular.
the Sonic movies, they've now made over $1 billion, so they've been able to prove themselves, and the executives are now. With Sonic 3, you've seen them pretty much like unhooking the leash. I feel like Sonic 4, they're going to take the collar off.
You know the
and just
ending of the Mario movie?
Go.
Do I?
Well, you know the part where they get the star and it plays the star theme?
Yeah.
I think maybe.
They wanted to put the Van Halen's jump over that instead of the
Yeah.
actual star theme. And I'm so glad they fought for that
That would've
because that would have been
ruined that.
terrible.
I saw that movie 4 times. Every time I saw it, you had that fully orchestrated star theme. Because I was like, I didn't have many like specific wishes for the Mario movie.
Mhm.
Outside just like wanted to enjoy it. But that was like a specific request I had. Like just the idea of this fully orchestrated star theme for the final battle. Every time I saw that, each time I cried more.
Mhm.
Like Forza like teared up a little bit, and then like every time it just got me more and more. The last time I saw it, I was like almost like borderline sobbing.
I'm
They were
gonna
just
be honest.
hitting so hard.
That movie was forgettable.
I don't disagree.
I think
It was
especially because the goal of that movie was we just want to have a general audience Mario movie. We wanted to appeal to everybody.
that's fair.
It was
Um,
also Nintendo's first
Movie in like nearly 3 decades.
yeah.
So like I
I'll
think
give them this. I expect more out of the Zelda movie. No
Zelda
question
movie
Yeah.
there.
in the
But-
second Mario movie is like
Yeah.
March of next year. It's
Mhm.
soon.
Dang. Okay. I'm gonna
Um,
be honest. Maybe it's just because I'm a busy fellow, but I think for the same
A Billy
reasons as
fellow.
the. Okay, be quiet. I'm a busy fellow. I think for the same reasons the Mario movie is forgettable, and as much as I loved it, the Minecraft movie is forgettable.
Ooh.
I loved
So
that.
now you like Skyward Sword.
Yeah, no, I always loved Skyward Sword. No, I liked the Minecraft movie. I liked it more than I liked
Yo.
the Mario movie.
So now you
But-
hate the Minecraft movie.
But
Denmark, can you put a link to my Minecraft movie video right in,
in
my
the
hands?
cards.
In my hands.
We don't have annotations.
Just put the
anymore.
thumbnail in there.
I say we don't have annotations anymore.
Can you chop up my sentences to say, I hate the Minecraft movie?
We just said it. End episode. End episode.
No, I don't want to get into it here because that could fill a whole episode.
Uh-huh.
But I have thoughts. I agree that it's forgettable.
Yeah,
but we'll
I
leave it
loved
at
that movie.
We'll
But
leave
it
it
was I loved it a lot, but it was forgettable.
Yeah.
Sadly, because I think like movies that I think are memorable that are game movies is the Sonic movie. It did something cool. It did something special. The Uncharted
The
movie.
second Sonic movie.
The Uncharted movie. Because it was.
No, the second one?
I do like the second one, but I'm not gonna go over
I will
all
say,
of the
Luke-
Sonic
Oh,
movies.
I will say, Lucas, you talk about forgettable movies. I like the Uncharted movie.
Fair.
But
I like Uncharted more than Minecraft.
I think they did a better job than both Minecraft and Mario. I think if they give us
I'll
a
give
second
you
one,
that.
I think it's kind of like the first
Could-
Sonic movie.
Critically, I will agree with you, but Mario movie, like as someone who's just like a diehard Mario fan, I think the Mario movie did two audiences very well. The general audience, which is like, especially for your first movie, it has that Illumination movie flavor.
Yeah.
It hit that. Every Illumination movie is forgettable.
I'll save my opinion until you are finished.
But it had that general audience thing with just being like, it's a fun family movie. It had a lot of those quirks. But the second thing, I think it really hit hard. Gosh, I can't talk. Close to home for like the diehard Mario fans, with the sheer amount of, and I don't think a movie can live off of references alone. I am someone who's very much on. I defend the Sonic movies, even something like Sonic 3, for holding itself back and not it just being a reference fest.
I do like that about the Sonic movies.
I will say, even the Mario, like Mario 2, Mario 1 felt like a celebration of the Mario franchise and the fact they finally had a good feature-length film, and I'm okay with that movie being that. However, with the second movie, I do expect a lot more out of it. I expect for it to stand, like, if you replace these characters and you took out the Mario fame,
it can stand on its own.
I want it to stand on its own, because the Mario movie as it is like a C-tier Netflix film.
Yeah.
If you take out all the Mario
No one thinks the Mario movie is cinema.
Can I
like peak cinema?
Can I
People just
expand
like
upon
it.
that?
Go for it.
I disagree in the fact that it is. I agree that it was good for the Mario fans. Die-hard Mario fans would love it because it was. I'll say what it was for a second. I think general public, as someone who is general public and who has played, I've played Mario 3D World and Bowser's Fury, and that's it.
Yeah.
As general public, it was not a good movie, and it did not appeal to us. I think it appealed to kids. I think it very much appealed to kids.
I'm more specific families, so I'm talking about general audience. You also got to remember that movie became the highest grossing.
No, I was gonna say people,
because it was for kids. People could bring their kids.
Yeah, it's a family.
Yeah,
it's like Minions.
Yeah,
that's my point.
The adults aren't enjoying Minions.
Minions is like the epitome of general audience films.
I was about to say, well, Minions is kids' films.
No, I'm not talking about critically. I am talking about like financially and just marketing. Illumination knows how to market to the. It's why the Mario movie did so well between the star power of Mario, but also this Illumination. They just know. It's why we've had 3 Despicable Me movies, 4 movies, 3, and they're not the greatest movies. Like the second Minions movie,
Despicable Me 4 was great. I'll say that.
The second Minions movie wasn't even feature length; it was an hour and 20 minutes.
That's crazy.
But even then, Illumination knows how to appeal to the general audiences, at the very least in the marketing.
Yeah.
And again, the Mario movie, I don't think it would have made as much as it did on just Mario alone.
Fair, but
it made about the same amount the Minecraft movie did.
And I think that was because of the memes about it.
Yeah.
I think that's why it was marketed. I don't think the general public enjoyed it. I think they enjoyed making fun of it.
Well, you had like the Peaches song. That was like and that was number 1 on the soundtracks for like 2 months.
Still on my playlist.
Yeah.
But
that's why I mean that that didn't really appeal to me as a Mario fan. I thought it was okay. I thought it was funny, but like
it was more general public.
But general audience, like I said, I had people asking me to go see the movie with them because of the Peaches song alone. And I think that's a very similar thing that the Minecraft movie of like Chicken Jockey.
Yeah, that kind of stuff. And I will say that it is, in my opinion, just Mario fan service slop, is what I felt like that. And honestly, I felt like that kind of with the Minecraft movie. What I know you said the Uncharted movie is forgettable, but I will give the Uncharted movie credit for this.
It did stand on its own.
It stood on its own as its own story, its own movie. And as a fan of the Uncharted series, there was 1 or 2 references. And there was only one that really stood out. And it's the guy going, yeah, something like that happened to me once.
Yeah. Outside of the story itself.
I think when it comes to Uncharted, I think it's more, not that it's like bad unforgettable, I just think it's not really my kind of movie.
It was
and that's fair.
It was a February action adventure movie.
Yeah,
and it stood alone as its own.
Yeah,
I'd give it a solid B tier.
Yeah.
I hope if they,
I did enjoy
here's praying, if they ever make a second one, I hope they do, that they
We'll
and
see.
it looks like it will follow some of the story from the actual from the first game,
Yeah.
because they mentioned the main villain, Roman.
Yeah. No.
So I'm hoping that I don't even know if we're gonna get one. I don't know if you
I
guys
think-
have heard anything about it.
No.
Yeah.
I think it's Uncharted. It did well. It was considered a financial success.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like it didn't do as well as like the Sonic movies did. The like won't get
Yeah.
its sequels.
But I think they led it up to a sequel, so I think they could do
Yeah.
a sequel.
Oh well, every movie, especially these days, they're always going to leave it a door. I'm sure
That's
freaking Ugly Dolls had a post-credit scene.
What is Ugly Dolls?
You know, okay,
It's a random.
so, DreamWorks, I think.
Maybe I don't know.
Some random adaptation, some
It's
kids
a random kids movie.
book, and yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Basically, my point is they're gonna leave a door open for a sequel from
Yeah.
a plot point and pretty much everything. Even like Endgame has loose threads,
Yeah.
you know.
It's
But
how you continue making stories after.
but you know, but also I think honestly I think like Sonic does this very well. Out like if you take the post credit scene out, I think the stories stand on their own pretty well.
And Uncharted did that too.
Like and going with
Yeah.
Uncharted, I think like I as someone who still this day has not played them, I own all the Uncharted games. I want to get to at some point, but I've still not played any of them. I have that movie is after that movie is when I went and bought all the games.
Yeah, it gets you into the game.
Because
series.
again, going that general audience, that's the point. Nintendo Switch sales boosted up after the Mario movie.
Yep.
Sonic game sales have continued to soar with each movie release.
Which is crazy because they haven't made a good game since Sonic Adventure 3 or 2.
We're not gonna address that comment. We're just gonna move on, Joey.
Okay.
We're not gonna address it.
From what I've heard, I've never played a Sonic game.
From as a whole, that's all I'm gonna say.
Uh-oh.
Where are you hearing this from?
Because people have been praising the
internet.
last few games.
The internet is
Other than the
stupid.
recent one. The recent one I've heard a lot of great
Yeah, like Frontiers, especially Shadow Generations. People have been loving that.
I didn't even know Shadow Generations was a thing.
Yeah, it came out last year.
Okay.
They did a remake of Sonic Generation. They did like what they did with Bowser's Fury. They remade a game.
Oh, and then added something.
But
to it.
I like Bowser's Fury was like phenomenal.
It really was.
That was great. That was my favorite
Imagine
thing
like the quality Bowser's Fury was with like a Sonic game. And, like that's what Shadow Generations as a Sonic fan I would say is the first time with it in the series I feel like they were fully given a full budget. Frontiers they were straight up told in development because Sega really has been giving them the budget to make a full good budgeted Sonic game.
Yeah.
They had to fight to get an extra year of development in that game, and they didn't get that. 'Cause Frontiers, I think, it's a phenomenal game. It is one of my favorite Sonic games, and especially after they did a whole year of free updates. One of them being a DLC story pack with new playable characters. And
That
all
is something you don't see a lot these days.
You don't.
Which is refreshing.
They gave you got playable Tails, Knuckles, and Amy in that. You got a new story campaign. They did a lot of cool stuff. It's because of how well the game sold, but on top of that, they were told if this doesn't work out, Sonic Team is done. They were going to disband Sonic Team, and they were going to keep doing like little Sonic games with like $30-$40 releases. Like Forces was a $40 release.
Ooh.
Mania was a $20 release. Not speaking of the quality of those games, but just they were lower budget games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mania, everyone loved Mania. I will say that's a 2D one.
Don't even remember it.
But well, you wouldn't. That's not the kind of game that would be in your vision. But that was
Yeah.
one like Alpha Rad liked that game. There you go.
Yeah. Okay.
There
thank
you
thank
go.
Now I know.
There you go.
Yeah. Perfect.
But
now I know he's talking. He's
but-
talking
but-
a language I know.
yeah. But now with that, like they were able to go like all out of that. You have the new racing game coming out that everyone is like, especially like the most recent trailer and previews. They were reading. If you look at the articles,
Everyone is. I will say, Lucas, he's not crazy.
I know, but it's really weird that it's coming. The announce is coming right after what was just released on the Switch.
No, it's not crazy.
Also, Hatsune Miku. Really, guys? Really?
It's owned by Sega.
Yeah.
I thought it was just a Sonic game, to be frank.
Yeah, well, because the whole thing is crosswords, like the.
Also, Lucas, don't cross the Miku fans. They're crazy.
Also, Lucas.
I'm not saying
You're not
anything
gonna
bad
talk
about
about
Hatsune Miku.
Also, Lucas, Minecraft in the game. You're not talking about that.
I didn't know that.
We're
I
getting
think-
Minecraft. We're getting SpongeBob. It's like it's, but the game. Okay, because I remember I played the
It's gonna be
preview.
just like all those fighting games again.
I played.
No, it's gonna be better.
Is that what you borrowed my PlayStation
Yes,
for?
because I got invited to play the game early.
Oh.
And that game, I've played all the Sonic Racing games, and I've always enjoyed them, and I think they're great games, legitimately. But like even then, like,
it's been announced for a while then.
this got announced like nearly a year ago. They've been working on this for a while.
I did not know that.
Mhm.
But I always liked them. But I will say Mario Kart was a step above, but only like one step. But with this game, legitimately, it's going more for that arcade racing vibe, and it's hitting that in all the right ways. And I'm not a big arcade racing guy, but I have fallen in love with this game just from that preview I played, and then the more we're seeing about it. And I won't lie, when we saw Mario Kart World, because that got announced after this game was announced.
I did not know that. I thought this was announced recently.
Yeah, we got the release date, so now like we're getting they'll get into the full marketing of it now.
Yeah.
Like we got, which how most games are.
Yeah.
But now with Sonic Crossroads, we're seeing all of this, and then from the previews, and apparently from the new previews from SGS, people who played the preview that I played, and then they played it in person, they're saying they've made a ton of improvements based off that beta.
That's nice.
And like now, I can very much see like this game. I feel like it's going to stand on its own, separate from Mario Kart. I don't think it's not going to outsell Mario Kart. It's just being blunt.
It's Mario Kart,
But-
nothing's outselling Mario Kart.
Yeah, because like Mario Kart 8's like one of the top 5 highest selling games. Like
Mhm.
it rivals like GTA and Minecraft.
Yeah.
But on that same note, I think this Sonic game will be the highest selling one, and on top of that, I think critically, it's going to be the best. Especially going with the free updates to the Frontiers, we're getting a whole year of free updates following the game's release. Each month, we're getting at least one new character, one new track, but they've already promised that throughout the updates, we're going to be getting, I believe, 18 new characters and 12 new tracks. And on top of that, they're like, we're open to do more. The game sells well.
It
So
could be interesting.
no, I will say this game legitimately. This is again, I was very doubtful, especially after playing Mario Kart World, and they did that big blowout trailer the same week the Switch 2 came out. So the fact that people were talking about that game alongside Mario Kart the weekend Mario Kart came out, I mean, not just obviously the Sonic fans, but like just all the outlets in general.
Yeah, that's a good sign.
Like it was trending above Mario Kart the day the announcement came out. Mario Kart took it over after a few hours, but
still.
the fact it broke that ice for a bit, it's like, but again, as a Sonic fan, I'm shocked that Sonic is like back on top.
Mhm.
It's why
on top's a strong word. Competing is a good
Yeah.
point. Yeah.
well on top more he hasn't been higher. It's more what I've been. Right, this is
This is the highest he's been in a while.
Sonic
Yes.
has not reached these kind of peaks since Sega made
90s.
consoles.
Yeah.
And honestly, I would argue Sonic is higher than he was back then now because you have the movies, you have the shows, you have the merchandise, you have the game. Sonic Prime's fun.
Sonic Boom was good. I like Sonic Boom. The show.
Yeah.
The show.
Well, you should watch Prime on Netflix. Prime is great.
I've heard Prime's pretty good. Also, speaking of people releasing things.
Oh,
and
sorry.
announcing things,
In the comics are phenomenal. Sorry,
I've heard the announcement.
They just did a DC and Sonic crossover. It's so fun.
It's more well done than you think.
It's extremely well done and it's so fun. Anyhow, I'll stop talking.
Speaking of announcements, when are we getting our next Nintendo Direct? Other than the Poke Presents that's
We're
going
getting
to come up in July.
Donkey
apparently.
Kong Bonanza Direct on Wednesday.
Actually,
At the time of this recording.
Well,
It's always
that-
happened by the
I
time this
mean,
comes
like
out.
an actual Nintendo Direct, not a Donkey Kong Direct.
other than that,
We'll probably get it around. We normally get direct. Normally we get a February Direct, summer like June July Direct, and a fall like September Direct.
it's probably fall.
It might be more August. I think it's gonna be.
Oh.
I think it's gonna be earlier, but you gotta think.
Well, we
we
found
only-
out about this today, and we were kind of thinking, oh, they're gonna do a direct. We didn't know it would be specifically for Donkey Kong.
but
It's really only going to be Donkey Kong?
well,
it's their big
they
upcoming
do
game.
They do game specific directs all the time.
Yeah.
But they also always, if it's a game specific one, they'll tell you this is just Donkey Kong. And it's not going to be 40
Yeah.
minutes. It's 10 minutes.
It's like it's 15.
These
Okay.
aren't these do not replace full blown directs.
I would, but they're not doing one in the summer.
But
They probably won't.
probably
because
won't,
have that one. But,
but
you
you
never
gotta
know. They
think we
could.
had the Switch 2 Direct in May.
Yeah.
Which normally we don't get one that late, but we had that, and then we also had the normal Nintendo Switch Direct a few days before that, or the mini one we had.
It'd probably be a mini in the summer if I had to guess.
They probably throw in a mini to kind of fill it out a bit, but we're probably going to get another full blown one. 'Cause you got to think we know about a lot of games right now,
Mhm.
new games.
I just feel like that the two main releases that are coming with the Switch 2 are kind of lackluster. I mean, for like the general public.
What are the main two you look forward to?
Okay, Mario Kart World is a great game. Don't get me wrong.
Also,
I love that.
I'll
game.
go ahead and tell you this: the Switch has become the fastest selling console this last week, the weekend it opened.
That makes sense, but that's fine. I'm just saying, like, when they released the Switch 1, they had Breath of the Wild, which was already on the Wii U, but
yeah,
it was still kind
it
of
launched on the
release.
same day.
Yeah, and then Mario Odyssey.
That was
That
at
was
the
not
very
a
end of the
launch.
year.
Yeah,
That was
that was
a
not a
year
launch.
later.
Okay.
So what they did with the Switch and what they're doing here, they pretty much did one game a month, and it would. But like to begin the Switch, you had Breath of the Wild month 1,
Which is huge.
and then 2 months later you had Mario Kart 8. They had There was 2 months of nothing really,
Okay.
and then we got Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, which was a Wii U port. Though that game went on to be the highest selling game ever for Nintendo, but initially we were kind of like, oh, this is cool. But then we got like Splatoon 2, which was a big deal.
Yeah.
ARMS, which at the time was a big deal.
I thought that game was cool.
No, it's a fun game, but it's definitely like if that would have came out like later in the Switch's life, no one would have bought it. It was
Uh-huh.
mainly because we wanted a new game.
Yeah.
But then we had
Agreed.
you had Xenoblade 2, you had Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle, which was a very successful game.
It was very successful.
Um,
but like,
Odyssey at the end of the year with the holidays.
but yeah,
And
like,
now we'll talk about this year. We have Mario Kart that came out.
which I don't think
Donkey-
is as big. I don't think either of these games that are coming out are as big as Breath of the Wild.
Mario Kart 8 Deluxe sold 5 times its amount of sales than Breath of the Wild.
Well, yes,
I'm not saying
but Mario Kart World didn't do that.
Not.
What's
It's
up?
just
Not
like-
yet. Not
give-
yet. Not
Yeah.
yet.
and if you want to play that card, and just that first weekend, Mario Kart has sold a quarter of Breath of the Wild has sold in its lifetime.
Okay.
If you really want to play the
Then-
numbers card,
Then fair enough. I just feel like
Breath of
they
the Wild
are-
has had 8 years on the market. You got to give it time to cook.
Well, yes,
But-
I guess Mario Kart is. I don't think of Mario Kart as one of their major IPs, but I guess technically
It's
it is.
with the Switch, it became one.
Yeah.
Yeah. that
But
makes
you have
sense.
Mario Kart, you have Donkey Kong, you have all the little Switch expansions that are happening throughout this. You have
Which is wishy-washy.
those all replacing game releases. So remember you have those in there too.
Yeah, as well.
You have Kirby Air Wise, you have Zelda,
Metroid Prime.
Metroid Prime 4,
What's
which is
Zelda?
Age of Imprisonment.
That's not a main release.
But we're not going to get it.
It's the Zelda release
It-
for a
but
long
it
time,
also-
but
I
it's-
know it is.
It's also still
I'm not happy about
it's
it.
still a big AAA game.
Yeah. yeah.
You have that. You have Kirby Air Riders. You have
What is Kirby Air Riders?
it's the new Kirby game.
Is it an actual Kirby game or is it
It's
Kirby
a,
Racing?
it's a
It's
Kirby,
Kirby
racing
Racing.
game. But
Why am I getting all racing games?
that is, I will say the one thing I feel like it's kind of they're getting us 2 Nintendo racing games in the same year.
And that's a.
I mean,
but
frankly-
the first Kirby Air Riders is beloved though.
it is like one like that is like
Yeah.
that's also a Masahiro Sakurai game.
I'm not commenting on its gameplay or anything. I'm saying I want a more variety of games than we're getting. We're getting
And
2 racing games
so
and Donkey Kong
especially because this is the
and then a
thing
Warriors game.
with
And a first-person shooter.
third person. Oh no,
What?
Third person.
Metroid Prime 4.
Oh, that's not releasing on the Switch. That's
It's releasing on
Switch
Switch too.
And you also have Pokemon that will come
You
out.
got Pokemon, which is
And
basically
You
year.
do have a variety.
it's going
That
to
is going to be
the
the main
and
release.
also we had 17. If we want to go into third parties, there was 17 other third party games that were released with the Switch too.
Third-party games, I'd argue, are less.
Yes, but
I'm thinking like major releases,
No, I
which I
agree.
count as Mario Kart World and
like stuff that comes from Nintendo,
yeah,
the
I mean,
major,
even then,
the
like,
major Nintendo releases.
major Nintendo releases.
Like Donkey Kong is this. It's made by the Mario Odyssey team. It's this massive 3D platformer.
Okay,
So
fair
like
enough.
that's why it's like we're getting this huge 3D platforming game. Unfortunately, Zelda. I'm sure we got anything Zelda this year because we had the 2D game last year.
Oh,
and we,
true.
And we had a
true.
3D game 2-3 years ago.
I forgot about Echoes of Wisdom.
So I didn't
What
think
3D game?
Tears of the Kingdom 2-3 years
Oh,
ago.
you're so right. Yes.
So, I think we're going to hear about the next Zelda game probably next year,
That's
and
sad.
then it's because it takes a lot of time to make. You got to think
No,
we haven't had a new 3D Mario since Odyssey 8 years ago, and even then we still haven't heard about 3D Mario.
Mm-hmm.
We have Donkey Kong coming out, but
that's what I'm hoping for. I want to play an actual Mario.
I will
game.
say we're probably going to get a 3D Mario game within the first year, because that's always. I'm shocked that it wasn't a launch title.
That's what I'm surprised about because Odyssey was such a huge thing and did so well.
Yeah, but again, even though, like I said, Odyssey came out nearly a year later.
Yeah, but it's also been 8 years.
Oh yeah,
8 years since
any
Mario release, I think, other than Bowser's Fury.
Well, Wonder, and there's been a lot of games.
Oh, I forget about Wonder.
In terms of platforms, and Wonder was a enormous success. For it being that late into the Switch's lifetime, I would.
With Zelda, I could have done. I haven't played Echoes of Wisdom yet, but
That's fun.
I could have done without it. It just reminds me of.
It was also. It wasn't made by the Zelda team. It was made by Grezzo.
Oh, then that's not really even a Zelda. I mean, it's a Zelda release, but
to be fair, none of the 2D Zelda games have been made by the Zelda team since Link to the Past. They were all the other ones either like Minish Cap was Capcom. The Oracle games were also Capcom. You had
That makes sense.
the ones on the DS. I forget who made them. It was an in-house Nintendo game, but not the Zelda team, not the main Zelda team.
Well, then what's Zelda team doing?
They'll work on the next 3D game.
For the last.
Lucas, you realize
4
games
years?
take time.
You realize it's been 2 years.
I've been making my own game. I definitely do.
You realize it's been 2 years since
It's
Tears of
only
the Kingdom.
been 2 years.
In between
Tears
Breath
of
of
the
the Wild
Kingdom.
and Tears of the Kingdom, it was like, what, 5?
And it was supposed to be a DLC.
17,
originally.
18,
Yeah.
19, 20, 21, 22, 23.
We're not getting another Zelda game for 7 years, are we?
Well, I'll say 6 years, because it came out early 2023. Early-ish.
I'm gonna be 50 before we get our next Zelda game.
No, you'll
Just
be
have a little patience,
able
bud.
to go to the casino.
Why not just hire more people? What?
That's why I've been telling the Pokemon Company to do all these years.
I will always be patient when it comes to games because I don't like crunch.
Oh no, yeah,
Oh, agreed. Agreed. If they need the time for it,
yeah,
And also, more
But-
time means a better product.
yeah.
sometimes
But we are
I want to point to the sign that's in the top left side of that wall.
that they can't see.
For the audio listeners.
Lucas, the turnaround time for that game was very quick. It did not take a whole. It was
It was
like
like
3
5.
years. It was 3 years after Sword and Shield.
Someone look this up.
It was 3 years after Sword and Shield, and they were split between Legends Arceus and that game.
That game was rushed.
Why? Okay.
This is the point I'm making,
It's
Lucas.
Pokemon
Game,
More
that's why
time
that game could have
makes
won
better.
Battle
But
on
anyways,
Switch.
I feel like we've been talking a lot about games for a good while.
We have been talking about a lot about games.
But that's
It's been
okay.
an hour. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
it's.
Let's say we're at
Not
51
quite.
minutes.
But yes,
You're
but
51
but
minutes.
we're all very passionate about games, right?
That's true. That's true.
Yes,
I think I am.
just a tiny bit.
I've never
Like-
seen a game in my life.
I have the GameStop.
I've never
poster,
played a game.
I've never played a game.
I have a
Where's my,
GameStop
where's my,
poster,
my
but like I don't think having
DS.
GameStop.
The only
that
game
big,
I've played is Tetris.
That's one of the best
I love
JRPGs.
Tetris is great. I shouldn't have said
Tetris?
No, I shouldn't.
I
have
do
said
love Tetris, but I said that's one of the best
Oh,
JRPGs.
I still need to play Chris Tales.
It's on PlayStation Premium now.
Oh yeah, they can't.
I don't
see
have
it.
that.
They can't see it. That's why I got really excited. They can see with the new camera. That in my Mario Kart one. But like I love. this game.
Ethereal listeners, love you to death. We got a new camera and now it's wide angle.
Well,
It's
We-
the
we-
Switch
we-
camera.
We've been had for a few episodes now.
yeah,
but
we've
it's
had
okay.
stuff here.
Ethereal.
But anyways, something that I think about a lot when I think about games and just the greater sphere of like that kind of environment is how they have changed me and how they've influenced me, especially when you play games in like in your more developmental years, like when you're younger. You have
Yeah.
those games that you like Skyward Sword, like
Mhm.
Sonic Generations, like Minecraft, like
Yeah.
a lot of these games mean a lot for people when they are younger, and I think there is a strong connection to how they change you in your later life, how the lessons or lack thereof you learn kind of shape you into who you are today. And I feel like that's just an interesting kind of idea discussion. So I wanted to kind of ask, what games do you feel like have given you the biggest impact? And like, what's like? You can say, "Oh yeah, Sonic's impacted me," but how? Like,
Okay,
what skills has it impacted you?
This because it's a quick one, and this game has legitimately impacted me in an educational sense.
Mm-hmm.
I've told both of y'all this before, but the hit Wii game, The Blob, is how I learned how to mix colors. Legitimately, because I played at
Yeah.
such an early age, and that whole game is colors. That's how I learned like red and blue make purple. Because I did not know that when I played the game, so I was like, how do I get purple? I need purple for this mission. And eventually, just from
Messing
running
around.
around, I was like, oh wait, I'm purple now. How did that happen? And eventually, I learned, oh, that makes purple. That makes how to make the colors. And then I was like,
Because once you mix one color, you start mixing others. You're like, well,
Yeah.
what can I do?
well,
further
then
from
I
this?
learned if you mix too many colors, you just become like
You make brown.
you make brown. And I was like, oh, that's how you make brown. You mix the 3 primary colors. I was like, oh my. And like that's how I learned colors. Legitimately, was that game,
Yeah.
and that's just like I don't. That's always one. It's also just a really fun game in general.
Yeah.
You're going against anti-color Nazis. Legitimately, they do the salute,
Oh my gosh.
and this is a weighted like E for everyone game, but it's
Hey, E for everyone, taking down Nazis.
like hey,
That's for
at least
everyone.
you're leading the color revolution, so at least you're on the white side of the.
I hope you're not on the Nazi side.
We are United States.
E for everyone, including.
Oh my
Jeez,
god.
no, that's terrible. But no,
But no, I feel that, and honestly, going even deeper than sorry.
no, go ahead.
Okay. Going even deeper than that, like a lot of the games when I played
How
when
do
I was
you learn your
little,
colors?
not related to that, but like thinking back to the games I played when I was little, I played Uncharted. I played
When you were
games-
little?
Yeah. I used to watch my dad and my brother play Uncharted.
Man, that seems like kind of a serious game to play for a little elementary school kid.
I was not the one playing it, but things
to
like
be
that.
exposed to
I
it.
played Uncharted with all the treasure hunting and going around finding ruins. I played Zelda with all like the sword fighting and though it is a fantasy world, it's very medieval esque.
It's grounded in realism.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and
Except for
then,
Wind Waker.
like Bloods don't exist, guys. But and then I played games like Mountain
I love the
Blade,
Moses.
and I played games like Mountain Blade where it's like all medieval themed and all you're leading like an army,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and it shaped me as a person and my interests going forward to the point where even now I play games like Crusader Kings, which is like heavily based in real actual people that existed.
Yeah.
And I play Kingdom Come Deliverance, all games that are from that same kind of era, and even to the point where I want to be a history teacher as my profession.
Yeah.
Like it is shaped me so much to my core that it has shaped what I want to do for my living.
Mhm.
So a lot of people say that video games can cause a lot of issues and are bad for children and don't foster growth. But I think that a lot of people don't see how much good can come from video games in teaching kids stuff. And like how your example,
I feel like nowadays we've definitely gotten a lot. Like we've had enough. When we were growing up, and even just in the grand history of the world, gaming is still relatively new.
yes,
It's like just now hitting 50 years.
yeah,
Like
barely.
since Pong, I think it's this year. I think this year this year or the next year. No, it's next year because it was 76.
Mhm.
76 is when Pong was made. At the NASA labs. That's crazy. The first video game was made on a computer the size of a warehouse,
Yeah,
and it was literally two sticks and a ball bouncing back and forth.
For those who don't know what Pong is,
Pong, like I
which
think
is
everyone knows
there
what Pong is.
there might be a few.
That's true. It's table tennis, pretty much.
Yeah.
it's
but-
table tennis, the video game.
Yeah, that's literally what the idea of Pong was.
2 bricks moving up and down to bounce a block back and forth.
Yeah, that's all right. You tell me you don't play Pong
And-
by moving
well, the
your arm
crazy
in and
thing is,
out.
Like,
I play
people-
Pong.
It's true,
People
I
thought
do.
that's where gaming would peak, like back then.
Oh, like I remember back when
It's
everyone
crazy.
when people looked at like the first like Halo game, like this is real. I remember playing actually talk about Halo. I remember playing Halo 3 not Halo 3, Halo 2 on the original Xbox, and seeing the faces of like no animation and what I considered was like, I was like, that looks like a real person. Legitimately, like I
Yeah.
remember watching it. And what I didn't realize was it was a CGI cutscene. I thought, but since I was too young to realize the difference between a video in the game and the actual game graphics. But even then, it was still early 2000 CGI, which did not look like real people.
Mhm.
No.
But it looked so real, enough to where I was like, how are we ever gonna get better than this? I even like a game like Assassin's Creed. I never played, but I watched my brother play it, and I was like, we're never gonna get better than this. And then the 360 came out, and it was like, Halo 3.
Mhm.
Mhm.
It is pretty crazy.
I can't count the polygons anymore. What do you Like,
It's not 3 triangles to make the Tomb Raider.
hey, she was 4, and her name's Laura Croft.
Well, she wasn't 4. She had 4 polygons.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
You said 3.
Yeah.
I said 4.
But you said she was 4.
Polygons.
There you go.
It's called context clues, Lucas. If you pay attention to the conversation,
I.
not every sentence is its own quote. But no, to get to my point, we've gotten to a point where gaming is considered more. There's still been a lot of work to like get it to be like
Fully
recognized
into the
like a proper
zeitgeist.
like art form, like movies
Yeah.
and books and like and art.
Has there?
But there is legislation in the process.
Well, I was gonna say, you know how like the Library of Congress will
Yeah.
enact like books and films to be
Mhm.
like restored and like
Yeah.
maintained for
Well,
history's sake, like preserved.
There's
Yes.
it's
I wonder if
the organization, I forget, I always forget the name of the organization itself, but it's the ones who won the National Video Game Museum in Austin, Texas.
Mm,
They've been put in legitimate strides, and unfortunately the legislation did not get passed.
mm.
But they are really trying to get video game preservation to be considered seriously. And especially
Well, it's definitely culturally significant. And
They
that's
want-
the thing that gets me.
the thing they want is, I forget exactly how it was. I highly recommend you do your own research.
Mhm.
But it was something like enough, if a game is not actively available on a modern console, you should be able to access it for free. And then on the other thing, if a game is a set amount of years, similar to like
Copyright.
public
Fair use.
domain,
Yeah, public
Yes.
domain.
set amount of years, this like a game like the original Super Mario Brothers should be public domain. Is
Yeah.
what they're talking
Yeah, because I don't think gaming, like specifically the games themselves, the characters, yes, but
Yeah.
the games, I don't know how that counts under.
It's just considered computer software. It's considered the same like as Microsoft Word.
Yeah,
And
have we
according to
gotten any?
laws.
And we haven't. The,
There-
the
there was
internet
a-
hasn't been around long enough to be like hit the 100 year mark of public domain.
Video games haven't.
That's gonna be an interest. I've never thought about that before. Like
Yeah.
computer software entering public domain. Like it'll take. It's still.
There's some that has where people just don't care for the copyright, like not Linux. There was a web,
Well, there's a lot of open source stuff too, but
yeah,
it's
but
interesting.
but no, there's people, and there's like the most laws we have of video games is the ESRB.
Mhm.
That's like one of the most favorite. It was my favorite, but one of the most famous court cases in gaming.
Yeah.
When Nintendo and Sega literally stabbed each other, their lawyers stabbed each other in the back, even though they were on the same side.
What?
So, long story short, when gaming was getting more and more mature, and we're talking Super Nintendo,
Like Mortal Kombat.
but by but you can
Yeah.
actually tell by the time you get to like the Super Nintendo, like Link to the Past stuff, you can tell what it was on screen.
Yeah.
Mhm.
NES, you like tell like Mario was a man, but you couldn't like Mario had a mustache because with that amount of pixels, they couldn't make it look like he had a mouth. That's why he has a mustache. So you can tell the mustache better than just like a pixel for a mouth. Like
That's
it's just
not
what
funny.
it was at the time.
Yeah.
But Super Nintendo, you could actually like you could see Mario's face, like mustache, mouth, nose, eyes. You could tell Mario had blue eyes because you couldn't tell in the NES. And like
Because all it was black.
yeah, well, various colors. There's still different colors. Those are just black and white on the NES.
Well, yeah, but I mean black eyes.
Yeah, black. Oh,
Yeah.
black eyes. Yeah, but by
Yeah,
then,
black eye.
and then
Bam!
you had stuff like Mortal Kombat, which was very even back then was very gory. You had people ripping those spines out of people,
Mhm.
but we had no age rating system. The ESRB wasn't a thing back then.
Mhm.
And so eventually, there's a lot of uproar about it. Then you had stuff like the Sega CD. You had the famous game Night Trap, which had full motion video because that's when CD technology was coming in. And you had videos of these guys breaking into a teenage girl's slumber party and not doing anything. Like
Nefarious.
Explicit.
Yeah, not doing anything explicit because it was still like when it got rated, it was rated teen,
Mhm.
but still like kidnapping women and
It's
Yeah.
it's a heavy topic,
But-
especially one that gaming had not. done.
especially since
Yeah.
gaming was considered a toy for kids, especially back then.
Mhm.
So the U.S. government pretty much went up to all the big game companies at the time. It's like Nintendo, Sega. Sony was not in the picture yet. Microsoft definitely wasn't in the picture yet. But they were like Nintendo and Sega and like Capcom. Atari was done by then. Because this was in the 90s.
Atari was around the 90s.
But not
Not the OG, but they were still.
They didn't have a console by then.
What about the Jaguar?
Jaguar was early 90s. This was like mid 90s.
Okay. I think there's some overlap there.
there
but
probably
we
would have
can-
been a little, but they were not considered like what the main ones was Nintendo, Sega, and then like Square Enix and Capcom were I know ones I talked about. pretty much what I'm getting at. Atari wasn't talked about really outside of being on like a list of companies. But like Final Fantasy was brought up in the discussion, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Mega Man was even brought up with Mega Man X. Anyhow, my point getting to the whole thing, the government went and looked at many Nintendo Sega was like, hey, y'all need to come up with some kind of rating system to be used across all platforms, or we're going to intervene. And all these companies got together, they kept out discussions. But this is back when console wars actually meant something.
Yeah.
And these literally Nintendo and Sega employees actively hated each other, and like actively like press conferences would do stuff to sabotage each other deliberately. So they did not want to work together.
Yeah.
And then when it came to the court case, you had their two lawyers and no representatives, and they weren't doing too good because really they didn't have much ground to stand on. All of a sudden, you had Nintendo's guys started come out and started trying to point fingers at Sega, saying only they were the enemy and Nintendo were the good guys. And then you had Sega come in because Night Trap is a Sega game, and then you had Sega come in and it was like, you got, and they used Zelda as an example because it's swords, even though it's not. But at the time, just the fact that you could see someone slice and the enemy disappear, that was a lot.
Yeah.
It was like, whoa, what do you? Nintendo has Zelda. You have stuff like Metroid that was a bit more serious. You had other games there too. Also, Nintendo also had Mortal Kombat on their system.
Yeah.
And they would talk about that and pretty much if you watch the court case, it's really funny because it's just because Nintendo and Sega literally like who could throw each other under the bus quicker, and it just ends with the judge being like, "Shut up," and then that's where the U.S. because U.S. government your taxpaying dollars goes to the ESRB. Fun fact. And that's what the ESRB, you got E for everyone. At the time, it was just E for everyone, T for teen, and M for mature. And then later on, we got E10+, we got A for adult, we got the childhood.
Early childhood. But they don't use that one anymore.
What is A
They
for
still
adult,
use it, it's mainly like computer software.
What is A for adult?
You don't see it on console anymore, but you see it as computer software.
What?
Adult-only games.
A for adult is...
It's typically only console, or PC games.
No retail stores will sell it. And there's I think 17 games in the history, and most of them are borderline.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Heavy nudity. We'll go with that. Because I don't know if you two like if I say the other word.
And speaking of which,
no magazines.
How did that impact you? How did that impact your development?
How did the bunny with the collar impact you?
What?
I'm making a joke.
I was like,
you don't know what I'm talking. Do you know what I'm for?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Playboy.
Yep. Yes. Okay.
We're allowed to say it. It's a company.
No, that's true. But the way you like what? I was like, how do I know that? But
I knew the collar. I knew that.
Okay.
I was like, how did it impact me?
Yeah.
I played Zelda. Yeah.
Oh.
I played Uncharted.
You have that Zelda amiibo, don't you?
What Zelda amiibo?
You know the one.
You know the one. You have
the one from Breath of the Wild.
You have the Breath of the Wild one, don't you?
She's just wearing leggings.
We're pulling your leg.
I was like, leggings are normal.
You were like, I played Zelda.
I was like,
you have the Pilot amiibo, don't you?
I don't. That one I do not.
You have them white.
I was like, I don't think Nintendo.
No,
there's no dirty Zelda.
No, it's just the Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild Zelda especially was a bit more.
She was more suggestive. That was weird.
Pants. She didn't have the dress.
Yeah, I guess it wasn't really suggestive. It was just pants, and then people were like, "Whoa,
whoa. Wait,
I'm wearing jeans? No.
10+. This game's at least teen."
Yeah.
No, only Twilight Princess got to be teen weighted.
Well, that one makes sense. That one was scary.
Oh, I was thinking about other things.
Not for me. I was a big boy.
But
Midna.
Midna.
Fair enough.
Anyhow, to talk about games, you brought up.
Oh, hold up. Thomas didn't get to tell us how games impacted him.
Okay. They sure did. No.
Talk.
I was just
talking.
Well,
wait. I can't show that on live. I did finger guns.
Oh.
I went talk, and I went fine. Wait. I can't.
But
no, if I grab my actual gun,
TTS wouldn't like that. I surrender.
Oh.
TTS doesn't like when we do that.
It's okay. This isn't for children.
No, this is a PG.
TTS is Twitch. Wait,
we're not on Twitch.
That's text to speech.
Also, yeah, it's text to speech. That's why I'm like. Anyhow, Thomas.
Thinking of TOS. Anyways, I talked about it a little bit earlier, and I mentioned it by name, but Minecraft is definitely one that I think about in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
Kind of impacted my development. First and foremost, just definitely the thought of like project, like putting effort into something. Well, you have like long projects, but also like in a creative sense, like coming up with different unique ways to like contextualize like how to use blocks to make a house, like what you use, like
Problem solving.
putting like a slab on a fence post to make a table, like a lot of that stuff is like just stuff,
Imagination.
yeah, it, and like thinking about things creatively. And so that, along with just honestly a lot of math, because the amount of math that you do in Minecraft is crazy sometimes.
Yes.
Because it's like figuring out like build materials and stuff like that. It's
Yeah.
very basic stuff, but when you're playing it as like young and it's something you're actively doing, it does help.
Or you
It's
just
very basic and small builds. When
No,
you
when
get
you get-
bigger,
Yeah.
it's
or
awful.
you do what I do, and I just hoard a ton of blocks. So I just like, oh,
Or even
I do that too, but when, like for my castle build, which I will one day post on YouTube when it's actually done. It's still working. It's a work in progress. I keep working on it.
Yeah.
But in my castle build, I have burned through every ounce of materials I have hoarded since the beginning of that server for that build, and it's all gone. I have to keep going. I have a whole mine shaft that I was going to make into the ceiling grounds from Skyward Sword
Yeah.
in that game.
Mm-hmm.
Circles are hard though.
Yeah, but even in other games, like I think a lot about Undertale. And Undertale I wasn't super young when I played it. It was like around like 2020. But like thinking about like more story driven games, like the idea of like how to create a character or like how to envision a story and stuff like that. I feel like my sense of like a cinematic way of telling a story, like script writing, like that's something that we do a lot when it comes to like making videos and like stuff like that. I feel like my sense of like timing, humor, whatever, I feel like a lot of that has come from like the games that I have grown up with. And not just games, but games were a big part of my childhood.
Like media,
so
media impacts you a lot. But I get you.
Yeah.
No, Sonic.
Yeah, no.
I won't get into Sonic mainly because we'll run in a little overtime.
And it's okay.
I'm trying
it's a special episode.
It is a special episode. I'm also
special episode for a special boy.
I'm trying to do better about us staying a bit more on time.
Hour and 30 minutes with the 11 before.
But no, I will touch on Sonic a little bit. Something I do often. Obviously. What?
Go on. No, you'll continue.
We talked about Sonic all
Continue.
today.
No, go.
No,
anyhow,
go ahead.
No, with sorry, now you distracted me. But with the Sonic series.
Oh, go ahead. We're listening.
No, we're listening.
With the Sonic series, obviously the franchise has impacted me a lot. Like you can't see them too well, so all small. These are all.
Did you watch it while you were growing up?
Yeah,
I didn't think you played it when you were growing up.
Yeah.
I didn't think you'd played a Sonic game before.
Yes.
Joey, I'm messing with you. Have you seen this room that I'm sitting in?
Yeah, there's Skylanders.
But no, the ethereal listeners, there's Skylanders on that shelf right there.
You did not understand what I meant by ethereal.
Yes, I do. The people.
Yes. So if it's the fourth-dimensional beings, you can look above and see everything. They can see the whole room.
I don't want to be Ted Nivison. I want to be different. I'm going to say, instead of my audio listeners, my ethereal listeners. My ethereal listeners.
We are No, I'm done. Anyhow, like all of this is Sonic figures, and then I have like
Except for Kuchikopi.
Except for Kuchikopi, I put him up there on purpose.
Who? Kuchikopi.
Kuchikopi. Anyhow, and then I have like 3 Sonic shelves. I have Sonic just bleeds all over this room.
Mm-hmm.
I hope not.
He died in this room.
Like, why? How do you think
he killed him?
How do you think the
And he rose 3 days later.
How do you think he did? But how do you think
every year at Easter?
He does. Some fans think Sonic is Jesus. I'm not joking. There's a Sonic Bible, and I'm not talking about the story Bible or the lore Bible. There's a real. Yep.
This is like some JoJo stuff where Sonic was actually Jesus Christ.
Yeah, but Sonic is. I guess the thing in my head. One day we're going to do a Sonic episode. So like I'll save a lot for them, but
in the very, very, very far future.
Probably, I don't know, maybe like episode 18. But this stuff, like, one, obviously from YouTube, it's impacted me a lot from just especially like Frontiers, I ended up being like not one of like the big creators talking about it, but I actually got a lot of attention during my talks of Frontiers. To the point where I got a little uncomfortable about it. Um, not like nothing bad happened, but more the amount of attention I was getting.
It was just surprising.
Well, that, but also I was getting a little too deep into like all aspects of the fan base and some the parts I deliberately try to stay away from.
Oh no.
And I was kind of like, okay, guys, I don't care that Sonic's quills are shorter than they were in the last game. But I just wanted this is too much for me. I was having in-depth discussions about it because what people were talking about in chat, and I was like, I was.
They were talking about his quill length.
Yeah.
Sonic fan base is crazy.
Yeah.
The Sonic fan base is also the only reason why the franchise is still here, though.
It is
because
it's the double-edged sword that is
the Sonic fan base. The Sonic fan base I compare a lot to the Pokemon fan base. I feel like the Pokemon fan base is the Sonic fan base, just like a few years behind. So the Sonic fan
We're
base
a little better.
And also the Pokemon fan base has had a game
little
series that's
better.
doing well.
Do we need to go back to the 10-minute discussion we had about how Sonic's been doing great for like the last 5 years?
Because of Sonic.
Yes,
the
but
movie.
what
Yes.
Lucas is saying is Pokemon's been doing great for 25
No, no,
years.
Yeah.
That's what he's
Yeah.
trying to
No,
say.
no, no.
It's never had that dip in time where it
Not
No,
yet.
stuck.
Not
yeah.
yet.
Depending on
have
how
you
this new
played
game
the Detective
comes out.
Pikachu returns?
I haven't. I'm really excited for ZA though. That I'm really excited.
You mean
for.
Za?
Yes, I am excited for ZA.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Anyhow, getting to my point, like interacting with the fan. I grew up my whole life with the Sonic fan base for the good and the bad, but I got a lot of good out of just interacting with other people with my similar interests, seeing a lot of different walks of life through that. Obviously, like getting eventually invited to the Sonic 3 premiere, like we touched upon, stuff like that. All the different projects I've done with other people with Sonic, but also just in my day-to-day life. Not my day. That may sound a bit more serious, but
Every hour of the day,
I
think about
every
him.
week.
But,
yeah. Everywhere I go, I see his face. For the ethereal listeners, I'm pointing at Sonic.
Anyhow, one the point of Sonic as a character, talk about like characters in media that you can look up to. I always saw Sonic as this kind of character. He's a free spirit hedgehog. I almost said guy when he's a hedgehog. But I always loved his moral compass of he's not going to do what's right. He's going to do what he believes is right. And I think one of the games that shows really well is Black Knight, where he's like, he has to slay a king. He will be known in that land as a slayer of kings and as the villain of that story. But to him, he believed he was true the right there, even if it was going to cause devastation for others. He knew for the greater good and in his personal beliefs, that's going to be the best. He's going to do what he's going to do what he's going to do and what he believes is right. And we get a lot deeper in this. I don't want to get too deep in it because again, this is a long discussion and there's a lot of more examples I can give of this. But Sonic's moral compass is something that I've realized over time. It's very similar to my own, and I didn't realize this until probably like last year. And part of it was probably because it was influenced by Sonic. And there's other things, like especially going to like the comics. I've talked about like issue 50, where his whole thing and that is he's going the reason why he doesn't just kill Eggman, pretty much, or any of the villains, is because he believes anyone should have the choice to change and flip that leaf and have that redemption. However, on that other side, if you're gonna, so he's gonna give you that choice, but he's not gonna let other people take that choice away from others either. So like if you come with your battleship, he'll be the first one there one enough to blow it up.
Okay, I got two things.
Go for it.
One, I think, in my personal opinion, how my opinions differ from Sonic, after a certain amount of time of someone, like, using the Eggman as example, like, Eggman's never gonna be a good person. And I think after a certain point, he's just gonna have to kill Eggman. He's not going to.
Specifically talking about the comics, and it's why there's a lot more to this. There was a time in the comics where Eggman did genuinely
change for the better.
Okay.
For like about a year in our time. It was probably a couple months in the comics time, but
okay, you just don't see that in this.
You don't. The comics give you more of like the greater, more context. The comics do a really good job of like obviously the games. So we're not going to sit here and talk about the politics of the Sonic world. You want to do the next big adventure with the huge fights.
Yeah.
And the comics also give you that, but like right now, because we just had the big 75th issue, the next couple issues after them, I've been more like, oh, like they had a whole issue that's literally was this Sonic going around everyone, make sure like having talks and like pretty much seeing where everyone's going from here.
And you can do that a lot more with comics. You can't do that in games.
Yeah.
Well, you can do it with games, but it takes a lot more time.
Like a
It's
game
just
like
a different medium
yeah.
that works better.
Yeah.
a game like Frontiers, because it was that bigger budgeted game, had a bigger story. We did have a bit more downtime, but it was also but also you had like 4 massive supersonic fights that were like Dragon Ball levels of fight scene.
Yeah.
So
And
it balances.
My second question is,
Yeah.
and this is going to be a more heated one. I saw a clip of one of my favorite YouTubers, Doug, talking about it recently, and he had said in more what?
No, go ahead.
What? Go
No,
ahead.
go
Stay with
ahead.
your chest,
No.
Thomas.
Like Doug
No,
Doug's one
go
of my
ahead.
favorite YouTubers
That's what I
too.
thought.
Go for it. I love Doug.
I love Doug. But
It's
he
just
was
the way
talking,
you introduced. It's just like
one of
my favorite YouTubers, Doug.
One of my best friends,
Yeah.
Doug.
One of my best old pals. I just heard him talking about how he does not really appreciate the way that Sonic has been going as a character in more recent times because he seems more like a Disney Channel cool guy instead of like a character.
I would say with Sonic, I think it's the reason why the fan base is so unique. And I legitimately mean unique. I'm not using that square on another term. I
Yeah.
say unique in the sense of Sonic has had so many different versions, more than honestly I would say any other character. Maybe not in media as a whole, but I dare to say in gaming. And I'm even thinking of ones like Link, because between it's had now 6 TV shows, which none of them are canon. And this
my
is
boy Sonic Boom.
almost all of this is because of the mismanagement of Sega as a company, because they were
Yeah.
pretty much constantly on borderline bankruptcy until like the last like 10 years.
Yeah.
And now they're actually a successful company. But we're not gonna get into the history of Sega. That's a whole nother episode.
Yeah.
But with Sonic, because you have a lot of different interpretations. You have like I remember when we talked about when Knuckles was introduced in the second movie, you were kind of put off by it for us because you were like, "That's Knuckles," because your main exposure at that time was the Boom Show.
Yeah.
Which I didn't explain to you because you were like, this isn't how Knuckles is. Why do they make him like this? I explained to you, no, this is how he is in like the games. He's a much more serious, stoic kind of guy.
Yeah.
He's not Patrick Star, to be blunt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he does still have a little bit of that, but
He's-
not anywhere.
Well,
He's
they-
the big thing
They
with Knuckles,
exacerbated his dumbness
He's
because
very
Knuckles is
naive.
yes, he's
he's been a loner
he's
his whole
kind of
life.
like a barbarian.
Yeah.
He is like a barbarian. That's
It's
true.
Knuckles, he's been stuck on that island his whole life, and he has his duty to guard the Master Emerald. But because of like when Eggman comes, and Eggman has this sob story about how this blue hedgehog has been beating him up, he's gullible, not naive. Well,
Yeah.
both.
Yes.
He's
Both, yeah.
extremely gullible. But you'll see throughout the games. By the time you get to and you see that in the movie why Knuckles trusts Eggman in the second movie,
Mhm.
because again he's very gullible. He even tells Eggman, he's like, "I thought you were my friend," which is a little corny, but you also it didn't feel too corny in the moment. So like, oh sure, you kind of felt for it.
He did actually feel that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then Jim Carrey being amazed is like, huh, take the L. So we love Jim Carrey.
Mhm.
Yeah, I do love Jim Carrey.
But go with that, like you have just in the games, you have the classic Sonic, you have Adventure Sonic, you have Modern Sonic, you have the 6 shows, you have like the 4 different comic books. 2 of those which both of them had 3 reboots during their one. You have various different widers across those games. You had the Sonic Boom games,
Yeah.
which were like pretty much like the show, but then you had like Sonic Colors that was also very like Saturday morning. You had Sonic 06, which took itself so seriously. It was like, what are you doing here?
Yeah, it was too much.
Then you have like Frontiers, which I would say has probably one of the best stories in the series. However, you can tell where it's still them that would go in this new direction, and it's a little rough at times. A lot of especially some of the opening cutscenes, Sonic's voice is basically just his voice actor's voice.
That's Frontiers, right?
Yes,
I remember him talking about that.
But throughout, and especially in the DLC, and then now like the newer cutscenes you've got, you could tell, well, okay, we want Sonic to be a bit more serious again, and now like whoa, but we can be like whoa, like trying to hit that balance more. Of, he has this fun personality, but he can be serious and trying. And like again, going Shadow Generations, those Sonic's not in that a lot because it's based on Shadow. The bits of we see that with Sonic with the new cutscenes, I was like, I could tell it stalked those from that and Frontiers, but it's not them going back. It's them taking Frontiers, taking what worked there, and moving forward. But again, Sonic is probably one of the most managed franchises of all time. There is a lot of broken pieces. Like you have some people, Black Knight is their favorite Sonic game, and they want Sonic to always use a sword. And as much, I think that was really fun because the idea of a hedgehog running really quickly with a sword, it's a really fun
Get a pair
gameplay.
of scissors.
Imagine running around with a pair of scissors and killing people. It's a lot of fun. However, don't quote that. However,
Chat, clip that chat.
I don't want
Kill
that
the
to be.
Killmonger.
I don't want that to be every Sonic game. It was a
Yeah.
fun gimmick for that game.
It's like Pokemon. I think
Yeah.
they go from different gimmick to different gimmick. I think they're fun for that game, but after a certain point,
I think that, and that's
they
Well,
should
and
be
everyone
changed.
has their Pokemon game
it's
they cling
typically
to.
the game you grew up with.
Yes.
So if you grew up with like Sonic 2, you'll go before Sonic 2. If you grew up with Sonic Adventure 2, before that. You could be a freak like me, and you grew up with Generations.
Generations is a really popular game.
No, it's a really pop, but a lot of people don't. I guess now a lot of people it's the first game, but like me growing up, obviously I was a kid, and that was my first Sonic. My first Sonic game was the Sonic game where Sonic goes through all of his old games. But for me, I was like, well, I'm like, I want to play all those now, and it worked. I started finding them and buying them, and
Joey
now I'm
is
this.
the product of someone who fell to a marketing strategy.
Ultimately, yes, but here I am now.
Hey.
I went to a Blue Carpet premiere, and you didn't.
It's true, because I had rehearsal.
Yeah, that's why. Because I didn't. I forgot.
You were
I always-
Lucas. You busy?
I
I'm
always
like,
forget John was the last
Yeah.
one I asked.
we love you, John.
Not in a sense
do
of
love John.
I wouldn't want him to be there with me, but more like who out of my friends would enjoy this the most,
Yeah,
And
and
I-
also he was in chemistry land during that time,
and he still did it.
and he still did it.
Well, granted,
Yeah.
it was winter break,
Okay,
but it was
Yeah.
also like I really want someone to go there with me because I want to go to Atlanta by myself.
Mhm.
And like his whole thing, like he does like Sonic. He likes Sonic.
Yeah.
But and I think that his favorite part of Sonic is the movies, to be
Same.
honest. But and of course he enjoyed the movie. He enjoyed the experience, but he was there for me. He was
Yeah.
there for me for Sonic second. For me, John was like number 20. Maybe not that far.
I was going to say, what other 19 things could be found at the Sonic
Sonic.
movie?
The Hedge.
I feel like
for Tails the Shadow the Hedgehog. Sorry, go ahead.
I feel like that kind of is a good segue into something that I felt like would kind of tie a little bow on this little episode.
Yeah.
I feel like, if anything, gaming and the games that I'm into has directly correlated with people I hang out with.
Yeah.
My friends.
Oh gosh, gaming was the friends we made along the way.
I mean,
gosh,
it really
dang
was.
it.
And we cut to black.
And we leave.
But no, it's truly like we talk about Pokemon all the time. Joey got me into reading the Sonic comics. Like,
True.
I got you into playing the games eventually.
Games too, yes.
Played a couple of them now.
I have.
That's a
and
good
it's,
stream idea.
he-
Lucas plays Sonic.
We've done that. We've been doing that with Adventure.
I was
2,
gonna
and
say
he
we should
you
make him play
kind
them.
of liked Adventure 2.
I liked it better. It was
Fishing.
okay.
Fishing.
What do you think of Adventure?
No, that's
Oh.
Adventure. But
Okay.
But I've had you played Adventure, Adventure 2. You've played Mania. You've played Lost. We didn't like Lost World. I can't blame you for.
it just didn't grab me.
You guys should make me play Boom.
I haven't played Boom yet. I own it. I haven't played Boom. 'Cause
Oh.
I want to play with. You have simultaneous 4-player multiplayer. You think the game was bad with one person? I want to get 4 people, and we suffer.
Yes. But gaming was the friends we made along the way.
Yeah.
Mhm.
No, I definitely like I said. Like you said, I got you into like Sonic a lot.
Well, and specifically us three, some of the first like outside of like where we initially met. Like just
Like I'm thinking Smash Bros.
no, like Smash Bros. Our Smash tournaments that
Yes.
you hosted, like that was when the formulations, and even including like people like AJ and John, like
Yeah.
that's kind of where we kind of started to form this friend group, and
Yeah.
it kind of just stuck after years. Like it's one thing to have a good conversation with someone about Pokemon, but it's another to like, I don't know,
Play Pokemon.
have a long conversation about life.
Yeah. Yeah. Agreed.
I laugh because I've had those conversations with both of you within the
Yeah.
past.
I laughed
few
because
hours.
last
And
night.
few weeks.
Yeah, but I'm thinking about last night.
Yes.
Fair.
Me and Thomas may or may not have been up till 1 a.m. talking about some deep stuff
Yeah.
last night.
I could have joined that. I was up until 4.
Well,
We'll call you next time.
well next time I'm having a traumatic life event, I'll call you, okay?
I'll go back to my Nuzlocke then. Dang.
Yeah. Oh, what I'm thinking about. Here's your DS
Oh, thanks.
bag.
I didn't have my DS.
From the very beginning, remember we came up like, yeah.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
Well,
I was sitting there, I'm like,
Sure,
what's
yeah.
in? I was like, what's in my pocket? My OCS, like, I'll get back to them eventually. And I was like, I'm gonna walk out without realizing it's there.
yeah.
But no, like you
Yeah,
said,
I
like
agree.
Smash Brothers, I like that. Like, and again, it goes back to like why I like doing YouTube, especially now. The fact I've been able to formulate this community on Joey64. Thank you. And the community I have on Joey64, and I've been able to continue to foster that with Smash Bros. Is the fourth big thing. Then I'd also do like Mario Kart Monday for like a year. And we're bringing that back. We're bringing Mario Kart Monday back, which is really exciting.
We're bringing it back, baby.
Mario Kart Monday. Then we had Minecraft, which is continue. Like we have a server now that people play on it. You know, I haven't streamed on it in like I think almost 2 months now. People play on that server.
I didn't
still.
know we had a server.
I told you. You just don't. Well, I talked about it in the group chat. So
You know I'm too busy to look at Discord.
well, I'm sorry. I can't have a one-on-one conversation with you about every aspect of my life. Oh, I could.
Look, you
Mister,
gave
you
them-
drive past my house on multiple days a week,
I do.
and you don't stop by.
Because it's 10 p.m.
You know I'm probably awake.
Your family isn't.
I can walk out the house.
I guess that's true.
But just don't come to my house by yelling my name.
Joey! Joey!
You peaked the mic so hard.
I
there.
know.
God.
Speaking of family, it's also a good bonding experience with family. Whether you're playing with someone or
Oh yeah.
or like
Absolutely.
just someone's watching and you're playing. Like the way my family bonded was one of us would play Zelda and the rest of us would help it with
Yeah.
the puzzles.
I have a lot of
Another bad thing about the new games. Anyways, keep
Mario Kart 8. We'll talk about that. Mario Kart 8. I like process what you said.
going.
But Mario Kart, the original Mario Kart 8 on the Wii U. So something me and my father, we played it a lot, and we didn't get it till like 2016. We got it very late, and then we were playing it even after the Switch came out. We were still playing it, but obviously they had 8 Deluxe that's coming on the Switch in a deal I made with him, and I think he was already planning on buying it in the first place to take it back. But in the moment I didn't think about it. He was like, "Okay," I said, "If I can 100% Mario Kart 8, can we get Deluxe?" Which in some ways kind of defeats the point of buying the new game, but also because we didn't have the DLC on 8, which was $20, so you know, it was kind of a bit more of a bad. But anyhow,
Yeah.
we were gonna get that, so that's what me and him worked together. We sat there, we figured out ways to grind coins in Mario Kart of all games. We maxed out stuff. We I know Moo Moo Meadows. We did the time trials, one up in
Moo Moo
each other,
Meadows.
back and back. Going back and forth, one up in each other to the point where it was by like seconds.
That's
To the
cool.
point where at one point I was number 1 on the Moo Moo Meadows leaderboards on Mario Kart Wii, and I have no evidence of this.
For like the entire world.
I think it was for the country, but
Still,
it was either
That's
it might
crazy.
have been world. It was either country or world. Definitely country though.
love Moo Moo Meadows. Favorite Mario.
I have
Kart.
no evidence of this, which makes me really upset.
Fair.
But I may not have been the Drift King, but I was at least the Drift Prince. Don't think too hard about that one.
But that's it. Yeah.
But like, again, talk about family and especially friends. Like we have the charity event coming up, which by the time this gets uploaded, would be probably like a week or 2 from now.
Mhm.
Dang.
But actually, all the information should be announced by it. But I won't say too much just in case. But we got
Stay
It's
tuned.
happening right now.
Stay tuned, everybody.
yeah.
Stay tuned.
There will be an episode that comes out during the event. I didn't think about that. We should try to coordinate something with that. But anyhow,
I have an idea.
oh, okay, cool. I think I know the idea. Anyhow, but we have Summer Bash 2025 coming up, and like those, that's like my favorite thing to do just every year.
Mm-hmm.
Like legitimately,
Charity
when
events.
I look back at like what I did every year, Summer Bash is always one of the things where I'm just like, that was like one of my favorite things to do. And every time we have one come up,
They can just get better and better.
like, yeah.
Yeah, it's
And one of
always
the
exciting.
things, and I've always said this on streams. I'll say this part about the charity event. I've been more serious about this event than I have some of the last few ones. But one thing I have says kind of like our mission statement is we want this to feel like a production.
Mm-hmm.
We want this event to be every year we want it to be the best one and the biggest one. But this one we specifically are going for a big production vibe, and we
Yeah.
want this to feel like and with everything we have coming up, which hopefully y'all have already seen or y'all gonna see very soon. This one really feels like a big production. We actually have roles. Like I am a director. we've joked about me being like director or executive, but like I actually am a director. We have creative leads. We have people doing
We
things
got actors
that I can't say.
Mm-hmm.
But we
They're
honestly
playing rock paper scissors.
even saying creative leads kind of leaks some stuff we have coming up. But hopefully that should be announced by now.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm very excited for it.
But yeah.
Very, very excited.
Yeah.
But again, it goes back to that thing, the game is the friends for me along the way.
It brings us all together.
Those events, especially, some years I think it's the only time we've had all of us together in one room.
Mhm.
Yeah, and you know
Like
what?
all of us.
That is a good a way to sum up this episode as a whole. Gaming brings us together.
It really does.
It also tears us apart. I'll say it.
Especially, yeah.
The new Zelda games are bad.
I
I
don't-
think you're high.
I still haven't forgive you for Jamboree.
for Mario Kart Jamboree,
Mario Kart.
Kart?
Mario Party Jamboree.
Oh, never mind. Now I don't forgive you for that one.
Mario Kart Jamboree.
What did I do on Jamboree?
What did that?
Oh, I beat you in the
Remember
matchmaking
when
game.
I screamed?
Oh yeah,
so
when
much
you
I
had
got
freaking 13 stars.
Yes, I do
Yeah.
remember. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
13 stuff.
I screamed so much that day, I ended up getting sick the
Oh
following
my
week.
gosh, that was great.
I like
I regret
borderline swept
nothing.
throat afterwards.
I regret
Anyways,
nothing.
Anyhow, Lucas,
where can the people find you?
Captain Brownie's Gaming.
Oh,
where-
were you about to say something? Were you about to say that or something else?
well, I was going to lead to the conclusion, but
Oh yeah. Where can the people?
that's why I was
find
like,
you?
Lucas. But go ahead, do your thing.
Demi. You guys can find
Shadow
me.
Debbie.
Honestly, I've been thinking about it, and a great way to convince me to build more of that Minecraft build is just live streaming it. So you can probably find me
what I
doing
do.
some Minecraft building ASMR.
You should build on my
On-
server.
I probably will, but I can't build anything big on your server because it takes like months. Or I guess I could build something big on your server.
We do community projects. That's what I want to get back to. We build like this big park, all of us together over like 2 streams. We'll work on like this big floating island base, and that's the one that's currently pending. But
Maybe I will build something on that. I'll probably will.
we've been doing. I want to do more community projects. Because I love doing this, but
I'll probably do some stuff on that.
Those-
But yeah, you can find me on Captain Brownie's Gaming or insert Twitch name here. I don't know.
Denmark's gonna have to ask me for that.
You're welcome, Denmark.
Or he'll ask
Um,
Thomas. Thomas will actually respond.
But yeah, that's the main thing. Captain Brownie's Gaming.
We know how it is,
stream some
Denmark.
more.
Anyways.
I have
hoping
a
to do some-
job.
I'm hoping to do some game recommendations coming up on Joey's channel. Just put them on there.
You've been staying there for like 5 years.
7.
It'll
really,
happen
but It'll
soon.
happen.
I'm sure you remember how old my channel is. Good job.
Am
on
I
that.
right?
Yes, we're hitting 7 on the 23rd.
It just resonates with me. But yes, that's me. That's Lucas.
I know.
And I'll be going back to my Pokemon Nuzlocke.
Yeah. Well, thank you for.
Yeah, thanks.
Heart Gold Pokemon Nuzlocke. Here, just get real close to the camera. That's my character. I got Bellsprout. I got Pea Shooter with me. That's his name.
Anyhow,
Thanks for.
R.I.P. Toe Whistler.
thank you for joining us. Is what I wanted to say. Oh, anyways, I
And
thought
we
you
would-
didn't shake his hand.
And we would love to have you on in a future episode.
yeah,
Deal. I love
We're ever
that.
desperate.
yeah. Well, that's the ideas. Yeah, the last few episodes we
I'm
haven't had
just
many
kidding.
ideas
We
for
love
topics.
you.
That's yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's either you or John, and John was busy. So.
I bring the Pokemon Nuzlocke.
We asked John
to the-
first,
to
he
the-
passed.
The function.
John-
yeah.
like John passed, then Luke, and then like we asked AJ, but he's a little harder to get.
That's true.
Like,
That's true.
God, like I even asked I asked my mom and my dad, they said no.
I just bring this I don't know how to describe this Pokemon Nuzlocke to the function that no one else can. I don't know what to tell you.
No,
You really do.
no.
Thank you for coming, ethereal listeners. I love you to death.
Yep.
And
No.
we'll see you on the next video.
We will see you in the next one. Take care, everybody.
All right.